Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Saints versus Kyler Murray and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history. And it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
It's a gain of
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Brees. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give, this is Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there should be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Throwing now is Brees. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
The score is Saints 3.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be let out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And to the 30-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Murray's pass.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Nick Chubb.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you know.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offense. You've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Flushed down, a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Jones on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Double coverage and it's intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. A 1st down carry for Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pushes him over. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Will Lutz on for the point after.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun. It's Brees. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The throw to the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 8.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Murray going for Jefferson downfield. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Chandler Catanzaro for the Buccaneer field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And Wentz missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow him to have turnover.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down at 4. Murray completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Murray's pass complete to Nicole Hartman.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's James.
Murray's
a 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Murray to air it out again. This is the tight end, Njoku. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Loss of 4 yards.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Well, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it again with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
4 yards.
10 more there and another 1st down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
A score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Murray. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Tampa Bay.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Breeze and the Saints down 20-17, 37 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. He's going to let it fly. This is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tampa Bay, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.